Up above the streets and houses, rainbow climbing high. Everyone can see it smiling over the sky. Paint the whole world with a rainbow.
Oh, this is nice. Nothing to do but laze in the sun.
Oh, it is quite nice, but I wouldn't mind having something to do. I'm getting bored.
Yes, I know what you mean, George. Such a lovely day, but it seems a shame not to be doing something.
Well, I think you're both crazy. I'm quite happy doing nothing.
That's just because you're lazy.
Me? Lazy? I'm not lazy, am I, Geoffrey?
Well, sometimes it'd be yes.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, Muggle.
Look who's here.
Oh, hello, George.
Hello, George.
Nice to see you. Good of you to pop round.
Oh, I'm not sure you'll be glad to see me when I tell you why I've come.
What have you done, George?
Oh, Zippy.
I expect she wants to borrow something, you'll see.
Zippy.
Well, Zippy's right, actually. I have come to ask a favour.
Yeah, there you are.
Well, why not, Zippy? I mean, that's what friends and neighbours are for, aren't they?
What, yeah. Oh, yes, yes, ask away. Anything we can do to help. I mean, I like helping people.
Well, I don't want you to do anything.
Good.
Just think of something.
Well, like what?
Well, you see, ages ago I said I would organise the sports day for the local playgroup. You know, all the races and things. And then I forgot all about it.
So what's the problem?
Well, the sports day is tomorrow and I haven't thought of a thing and, well, now I'm busy.
Oh, well, don't worry. We'll sort it out.
Yes, I'm sure we can manage that.
Hey, I wanted something to do anyway.
Oh, thank you. Well, look, I'll pop back later and see what you've come up with. Is that okay?
Yes, fine,
Oh,
no
yes,
problem.
yes, leave it to us. Oh, we can think of lots of good ideas. Yes.
Oh, thanks. Bye.
Bye, Dawn. Nice to see you.
Bye. Oh, yes. I mean, loads of things to do,
Well, I think we should make a list. If Geoffrey gets some paper and a pen, then we can all come up with ideas and he can write them down.
Good thinking, George. I'll get some paper.
Good. Now then, what sort of things do you have on a sports day?
Well, there must be all sorts of things.
Well, races.
Yes, races. I was just about to say that. Yes, races, of course.
Yes, but what sort of races?
Well, running races, of course. What other sort are there?
Well, there's lots of other sorts, Zippy.
Don't be silly, Bunglebonds. How can you have other sorts?
No, Bungle is right, Zippy. Remember when we went to the school sports day last year? They had lots of different races.
Are you ready? Ready, steady, go!
Yeah. Yeah, you see? You see, there are lots of different races.
Now then, have you thought of anything yet?
Oh, yes, well,
Oh, yes, I've thought of picking up races, dressing up races, races where you have to go through hoops, and other things.
we remember them from last year's sports day.
I bet you didn't remember this race.
Oh, the sack race! Oh, my favourite! Oh, come on, Geoffrey. Let's see if I can beat you.
All right,
Oh,
Bungle.
you've gone, Geoffrey.
We'll have a race to the back door. First one to the back door is the winner.
Get the sack on, Geoffrey. Yes,
All right.
Oh, good, right.
Oh, this is going to be fun.
Oh,
Right. Are you all ready? Right. On your marks.
Get set.
And go! Come on, Geoffrey.
Come on, Bungle. Bungle's going to win.
Now, come on, Geoffrey.
Bungle's winning. No, Jeffy's winning.
Oh!
I'm the winner! Hey!
Only because I fell over.
Oh, Bungle, you bungled it.
Oh, let's do it again. Then I can win this time.
Well, then you won't.
I will.
No, just a moment. I know this is fun, but we are supposed to be making a list for Dawn.
Oh, spoil sport.
Oh, George is right. Come on, let's think of some other things. We can't just have races.
Well, why not?
Well, it might be a bit boring if you're having races all the time. No, we need some other competitions as well.
Yes, but what else could we have?
Well, George, I think I've got the answer. You see, I found this story in a storybook.
Oh, story. Story? Whoever heard of a story competition at a sports day? What do? See who reads it the fastest?
No, Zippy, what I mean is, I think the answer might be actually in the story. Because the story's called Sports Day at the Pond.
Oh.
Ferdy the frog sat on a water lily leaf in the middle of the pond, and he wrinkled up his nose. He was thinking, and he always wrinkled up his nose when he was thinking. Tomorrow was going to be the sports day in the pond where he lived, and he wanted very much to win a prize. But he didn't know which prize he would go in for yet. You see, as a frog, he had very long, strong back legs, which made him very good at jumping, and he could easily win the jumping prize. But he wanted to win something different. Now, above all things else, he loved to sing, or croak, as some people would call it. So why shouldn't he try to win the prize for the best singer? He sat on his leaf and watched all the other creatures of the pond practicing for the sports. The fish were twisting and turning for the swimming races. The ducks were seeing who could stay with their heads under the water the longest. Some dragonflies were skimming along the top of the water like speedboats. And a crowd of butterflies were practicing their flying relay race. Now, Ferdy knew that as a frog, he had a very good chance of winning for being the best jumper.
Yeah.
But he won that prize last year. And this year, he wanted the singing prize. Well, every night in the summertime, he would come out onto the bank and practice singing deep down in his broad, froggy chest with all the other frogs. And they call themselves the Croaking Choir Boys. Oh, they were very famous for miles around. Well, on the morning of the sports, a happy Ferdy climbed onto the platform with the other singers. There were blackbirds, nightingales, oh, and a duck who sang a comic song which made everyone laugh. Then came Ferdy the frog's turn.
Oh, good.
But just as he was clearing his throat, ready to sing, a great shadow fell over him. He looked up and saw an enormous bird coming straight at him. It wasn't a singing bird. It was a heron, a very fierce enemy of frogs, and he was coming to carry him off.
Oh, dear.
But before the heron could swoop down to get him, Ferdy made a great jump in the air and landed on the ground. To get away quickly, Ferdy jumped again, and again, and again. And he went on taking great jumps right up into the air. Well, suddenly, he heard a lot of clapping and whistling, and to his great surprise, he found himself in a circle of other frogs. They were clapping because he jumped higher and longer than anyone else in the long-distance jumping competition.
Oh, good.
And so for the second year running, he'd won the jumping prize.
Yes.
He also made up a special croak song against herons. And that night, he sang it to an audience of admiring frogs who jumped up and down with delight.
Oh,
Crow, crow,
thank
crow,
you,
crow,
Geoffrey.
That's good. Oh, we could have jumping in the sports day.
Oh, yes, I was going to say that. Jumping, yes.
Oh, yes, I like jumping. I bet I can jump further than Geoffrey.
Come on, Bungle, we'll have a jumping competition right now.
Oh,
Good. I think Bungle will win.
no, Geoffrey will win. You see, Geoffrey. Yes.
Here I go.
Go on, Geoffrey.
Whee!
Awesome.
Oh, my turn.
Off you go, Bungle.
Bungle.
Way!
Oh,
well done.
Bungle won. I said he would. He jumped the farthest.
Well done, Bungle.
Come on, let's have the hop, skip and jump now, Bungle.
Oh,
Yeah, what's the pop, hip and pump?
yes, what's that?
Oh, hop, skip and jump. Like this, see? Hop, skip and jump.
Oh,
All right, I'll start again, Bungle, and then you follow me. Ready? Hop, skip and jump.
oh, I can do that.
Come on, Bungle.
Ready?
Hop.
Hop, skip, and jump.
Jump.
Oh, you won.
Geoffrey won that time.
Well, he's got longer legs.
Well, we certainly thought of lots of ideas for Dawn, haven't we?
I thought of another idea.
What's that?
You wait and see.
Ooh.
This is wonderful. How did you think of all these things?
Oh, it was quite easy, really. Yes, I mean, I had no trouble at all.
That's because you didn't think of anything.
Oh,
Here's one we forgot. The egg and spoon race. This can be a lot of fun.
yeah, well, what's that?
Well, you balance an egg on a spoon, and then you have to run with it without dropping it. Oh,
Oh, very funny.
It's a good idea, Bungle, but shouldn't you be using hard-boiled eggs? Now, look, I've got another idea. See, we had a lot of fun today thinking up games and races for the playgroup sports day. Why don't we have a rainbow sports day?
Oh,
Yeah.
It's a wonderful day for a sports day, and sports days are such fun.
we can have the egg and spoon race.
We can jump.
And we can run.
We can have the good old sack race.
No wonder we all say it's a wonderful day for a sports day. It's a wonderful sporting day.
Ready, steady, go!
Come on, George!
Come on, Zippy, you can do it!
Oh,
Hooray, the
George is the
winner.
winner!
Go on, Geoffrey.
come on, come on,
Oh, no,
George,
drop my egg. No. Start
It's a
again.
wonderful day for a sports day.
It's a wonderful sporting day.
It's a wonderful day for a sports day.
But now our time is done.
You mean we've got to go now?
I'm afraid our race is run.
Why don't you try the things we tried and
And then you soon will say,
It's a wonderful day for a sports day. It's a wonderful sporting day. It's a wonderful sporting day. It's a wonderful sporting day. Well, I'm afraid it's time for us to go now, but we'll see you again soon. Take good care of yourselves, won't you? Bye.